Hi everybody, and thanks for watching my video. I'm running the camera myself today. My cameraman, I don't know, took off. In any case, this video is all about natural sinus infection remedies. And there's quite a few different things that I've discovered over the years that really assist me in not suffering those horrible, miserable things anymore. I suffered horrible, miserable sinus infections for over 20 years. And it's been in the last 3 years I've figured out how to actually beat these things. And one of the key components, which I'm going to talk about today, is nasal irrigation. You see, in my case, lots of my sinus infections were brought on by particulate matter in my sinus cavities. Working in the garden, I'm kicking up all sorts of dust and organic matter, and that particulate matter would lodge in my sinuses because they're moist, right? And then that stuff would start to decompose, and there's all sorts of bacteria associated with that, and maybe even funguses and things like that. Cutting wood in the wood shop, going out to the bars and breathing in cigarette smoke, or the smoke from pyrotechnics of rock bands and things of that nature. So it's important. It still is very important for me to keep my sinuses very clean. I suggest that you use one of these. It's a nasal irrigator. They call them neti pots. There's lots of different flavors of these things. Some are squeeze bottles. They all work great. Get yourself one. Fill this up with water. Up one side, wash it through the sinuses, and drips out the other side. A couple hints here. Don't use straight tap water. Tap water contains chlorine, which it should, because it kills the bacteria, keeps it from getting sick. But chlorine is a drying agent, and it will tend to dry out your sinus tissues. You don't want that. Another tip is that let me take a step back. So use filtered water. Just get the chlorine out. Use a filtered water. Next, tap water is not the same pH level as our bodies are, and pH is a scientific term, but it's a measure of alkalinity or acidity, if you will. And so what I use is I have a little salt shaker here, and I do just a little bit, about that much in there, put the water in the filtered water, mix it up, wash it through, and I'm done. Do this a lot. I find that, and particularly now, it's Colorado, first week of May, here the neighbor out there is mowing. There's all sorts of things in the air, all kinds of pollens and things. Pollens are organic material. I typically will use this right before going to bed at night. I ride my bike to work often, so when I get back home at night, I'll go out and do a rinse because I'm out breathing a lot. I'm breathing heavy because I'm exercising. Also, if you are suffering a sinus infection, nasal irrigation is wonderful to keep your sinuses washed out. Keep all the mucus washed out of there and things, so that your sinuses can drain. And it's a good way to recover from a sinus infection quickly. So that's my tip of the day. Hope you like it. I have a lot more of these videos out on the web here. Search them out. Go visit my site, www.sinuspainhelp.com. I have all kinds of tips out there. I hope that you have the best of luck with your sinus infections in the future.